Brian Nichols from Rev Fitness. In this video, we're going to talk about portion control in terms of how much food you should be eating at each sitting. It is also number 2 on our Rev Fitness nutrition plan, which states eat 3 to 5 meals per day every 3 hours, no more than 300 calories for a woman, 500 calories for a man at each meal. Let's talk about what a meal can consist of. Protein, carbs, fats, and alcohol. They each have energy in them, okay? The energy in a protein is 4 calories per gram of protein. Carbohydrates, 4 calories per gram. Fats, 9 calories per gram, and alcohol, 7 calories per gram. I'm going to use an example of a meal, and I made one chicken and rice. And in our meal here, there are 1,000 calories. First thing that's going to happen with this chicken, mostly protein, and our rice, mostly carbohydrate. These two right here will go to your liver, okay? It is the first storage in your body that holds energy after it's gone through the digestion process of the stomach. It'll ship that glucose and the proteins over to the liver and fill that up. Once the liver is full, you will fill up your muscles. Liver and muscles for, let's take example, we have to use one or the other, male or female. For a man is 500 calories, okay? Obviously a bigger man, taller, man with more muscles will be able to possibly hold more than 500 calories, but in this example, we're using an average of 500 calories for what they can hold, okay? Our meal is 1,000 calories, okay? So 500 calories is what our liver muscles can hold. There is going to be an excess of calories from those two. This will be deposited over into your fat cells. So the number one way to not make a deposit in your fat cell is to keep the size of the meal right here to 500 calories. Number 2, another way to make a deposit in the fat cell is fats. They're so dense in calories that the body really doesn't want to metabolize or utilize them at that time. So since it's so dense, they'll store them over into the fat cells, okay? So the other way is to consume less dietary fat in your meal, okay? You can make the chicken to be a breast, which has a lot less fat than the thigh. And the leg, the rice can be steamed, not fried. That's a way to pull some of the fat out of this meal, is to keep your preparation and also the type of protein that you're consuming. Leaner versions will help you not make a deposit in your fat cell. So smaller meal is necessary. That'll end up causing you to eat more frequently throughout your day as a result of having a smaller meal. Because once the liver glycogen level drops down, it sends a signal to your brain to salivate and to eat. So what we want to do is just eat enough food just to fill up our liver and muscles and be done. Alcohol has 7 calories per gram. When it comes into the body, it actually goes right to the liver. After it's metabolized in the stomach, goes right over to the liver and stays there, and the liver has to work on that, okay? Not really a problem because it's not going to make it over to the muscles or the fat cells after, but the liver is really going to work hard at that, and it's going to be occupied. So usually alcohol is something that decreases your glucose level in your body, and when the glycogen level in your body goes down, your hunger starts to stimulate and you desire food and you start eating. So let's say in this case we had a couple of drinks before, or maybe we went to a restaurant, or maybe we're just consuming some alcohol while we're preparing our meal. And then we go put our 1,000 calories of chicken and rice on top of the alcohol, which there's probably in 2 glasses of wine, for example, there's about 500 calories. But as I said, it won't affect your muscles or your fat because alcohol doesn't get into the fat cell. But this is where the real problem is the body is actively trying to remove and process the alcohol in the liver, so the liver's full. So everything that gets consumed after this alcohol will, in our case, our chicken and rice, will make a deposit to the fat cells, okay? And a lot more of it, all 1,000 calories instead of half of it, because those two are full. So it's an easy way to make a deposit to the fat cell. So Three takeaways here. One, keep the size of your protein and carbohydrates to a small amount, okay? Enough so you're hungry every 3 hours. Number two, keep your dietary fat as low as possible so you don't make deposits from your dietary fats into your fat cells. And other episodes, we'll talk about which fats are best. And then also keeping your alcohol to a minimum. And if you're gonna have any, you're gonna have to really cut down on the size of your meal to maybe 300 calories. Okay? Thanks for listening.